Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome to the first Q&A video. And to start off, we're gonna go ahead and hatch this egg. I was about to start recording and it just popped up, so let's go ahead and hatch this. Alright. And to start off the questions, first is, what did your journey to level 40 consist of? Money, life, etc. Well, it consisted of a whole lot of grinding away from my family. My health went down a little bit because I was always just out, and then editing, and now the videos are getting more complicated. Editing even more. And how much did it cost? I'm not gonna give you an exact number. We'll just say to get all these incubators, to just continuously, if I didn't have time to say go downtown to all the Pokestops, because here in Alaska there's not very many Pokestops for me to just get Pokeballs. So to get all the Stardust and buying all the Pokeballs and then continuously having the incense on and lucky eggs, it's, you know, guys, it's like a business. This YouTube is my business. This is my job. So I put into it, and I get return. So I spent, let's just say, over $2,000. Okay, a lot. What is best for defending gyms? And let's go ahead and hatch this egg. It's sitting here forever. Okay, I might have even another one hatching here, so let's see. That's it? Okay. Let's go look at the Pokemon. Let's talk about gym defenders, okay? And then we'll talk about gym attackers. And as I'm talking about this, and you're wondering and we'll mix this in, what's best for gym defending, gym attacking, and also I'm gonna put in a clip. I uploaded this yesterday, but I'm just gonna put it on the side really quick. What's best to attack a Blissey. Keep in mind that some of these aren't maxed out. Most of them are, except for the Vaporeon and that Dragonite, I believe. I didn't want to use a max Dragonite. Anyways, so check it out. This is what's best for attacking Blissey, is the RK9. Machamp, of course. I didn't really want to use Machamp because other than Machamp was the question, how do you beat a Blissey? And we're going to get into gym defenders. So let's just talk about beating the Blissey. So we got RK9. You can use Espeon. You can use Donphin. Ones like this with counter, that's really good to get Blisseys. So there's 3 there. Dragonite. You have Exeggutor. If you have a Flareon that's pretty much almost max IVs with the best moveset, then that might be it. If you're going to be fighting a Blissey like this, a 31, you're going to need probably a Dragonite, and that's about it. Or Machamp, that's about it. Maybe you might be able to do it with the Donphin, but you're looking at Exeggutor, RK9, Espeon, Donphin, and Machamp, and maybe a Alakazam, but that's pretty much it, guys. You can't take out it's kind of broken. So that's it. So best for defending a gym now, and then best for attacking a gym. So best for defending a gym, you know, it varies, guys. Pretty much what you see up here is best for defending a gym. Dragonites, you can take them out with ice. So Snorlax is ideal because fighting types, not too many people have a max Machamp or fighting Pokemon. So Snorlax, Rhydon, he has got a double weakness to grass and to water, and he's got a weakness to ground, then he's got a weakness to fighting, then he's got a weakness to steel, and maybe, I don't know on this game if his rock counters the ice that he's weak against because he's ground, but he's got a lot of weaknesses, and people think he's trash and he's horrible. He's got 3 wins. I mean, he's not that bad, and he's got another evolution. He's in his 2nd stage, so Rhydon is probably going to be towards the lower end for defending. So number 1, of course, everybody, Blissey. All right. And then there's so many Pokemon you can use to defend. What you see up here are pretty much it. I mean, you can go, once you get lower, it gets kind of like you know, you're going to be towards the bottom there. But, you know, Steelix is an ideal defender. He's got a lot of defense. He's got a lot of, not too much HP, but he's defensively stacked. And it takes a lot of hits to take him out. But if for the average person who needs to just throw something in, Snorlax, Blissey, Dragonite, of course, you guys know the Vaporeons. I personally like to put this in because it hangs out at the bottom as a gatekeeper, and a lot of people use water. And you know, he's got 2 grass moves. He's got three or 2 wins on him, something like that. But other than that, there's not really many 2 defenders you guys can put in. Omastar is pretty good. I fought against him. Other than that, you're gonna want a rock secondary attack like Rock Slide for his attacking move if he's a defender. You know, you could put in a Tentacruel, but like all these are going to pretty much be at the bottom personally in my area because everybody's putting in Vaporeons, Rhydons, and all those other things. Golem's good with Rock Throw and Stone Edge. He's good with Mud Slap and Earthquake as well, but you know, with double weakness going on there again. So that was kind of all over the place answer. I'm really sorry, but by now everybody kind of knows, you know, what is personally good. I would love to put a variety of different Pokemon in the gym, and I do, but they hang out at the bottom and then they get knocked out. It's no big deal, and it's probably exciting for other people to see, you know, cool new Pokemon, not the same old things that you see in there. So, you know, guys, it really is just personal preference in your area of gyms and CPs of what other people have. Okay, and for attacking, you guys see me. There's plenty. It depends on what you're countering. Pretty much every Pokemon's got their strong point, except I'll keep my mouth shut. Except for nothing. Never mind. They're all good. Yeah, I mean they've all got their strong points. This is what I do on this channel. Is I bring out Pokemon, underused Pokemon, never used Pokemon, and bring them into the gyms with lower CP or higher CP and battle them because they're all good. They've all got their strong points. Nobody really cares about Nidoking. This one is an 88% or maybe even an 81. I powered him up because he's got Iron Tail and Sludge Wave, and I like that set. I like Nidoking. Does he have perfect IVs? No, but these are my Pokemon. That's what Pokemon's about. You grow on them, and you start to develop a relationship. And I'm not trying to act like a relationship, you know, but you have a little connection to your Pokemon. There's those people out there who only want max IVs. I want max IVs, but there's also the Pokemon I make exceptions to. Like, I just think of them as my buddies. So, anyways, you can use whoever you want to attack. But if you're like, well, Pokey, okay, you say we can pick who we want, fine, but I want to know what's the strongest one to attack. Well, here you go, right at the top, these ones. And if you want to talk lower tiers with Pokemon that don't get up so high, try to get a Kingdra. Kingdras are very good. Steelix is very good. Not going to talk about Tyranitar. You know, he's just there with a high CP. Not this one, but he will. He in the game in general. Poliwrath is good. Rock Smash, Dynamic Punch, Bubble, Hydro Pump, even a Crobat, guys. I mean, you know, you gotta get it. You gotta pick a Pokemon you like, power it up, make sure it has a good move set, and you know, test it out. Don't try to go up against it something that it's weak against, or some max CP and it's pretty low, and you're gonna think, oh, this Pokemon sucks. It doesn't suck. It just got lower CP. So don't let your favorite Pokemon, if it's got lower CP, it'll make you think it's not that great. So I mean, I can't really give you, here again, there's numbers out there, there's statistics, but you know, all those numbers and statistics don't really mean nothing when it comes down to experience and field testing. Personally, they can give me all the numbers. Oh, Chansey's the best defender. Well, that's fact, period. All right, we'll have to leave it at that. Or Gengar is the best attacker, and yeah, he pretty much is with Shadow Claw, or in Sludge Bomb or Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. So yeah, that is pretty good. Other than that, you know, you pick whatever you like, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Have you ever used GPS Fly? No, I've never cheated, guys. This is my job. If I don't even feel the need to. Also, I mean, if I jeopardize this, I lose my account, and then there you go. No, I know I don't cheat. I never will. Favorite Pokemon? Charizard. I've got several, you know, Gengar, Persian. I like all kinds, but Charizard. And I'll follow that up. Let me cross these out before I start getting confused. All right, favorite Pokemon. And then I'm going to go down to the one that says, oh, why do you like Charizard so much? Well, let's take it back into like the 90s. I was like 12 or 11, maybe even younger. I opened up my, actually I was for sure younger, it was like 10 or like 11 or 12, yeah. I bought 3 booster packs, and I always liked Charizard, alright? But I opened up 3 booster packs, and I don't know if you guys know what this is, but first edition, if I still had these, they would be worth thousands. So I opened up like 3 packs, I got a Charizard, the first edition, right when I opened it, you know, the foil one back in the day, and you know, I just always liked Charizard, and he just always been my favorite. He looks cool. He's like a dragon. Just like Charizard, guys. Favorite generation? Gen 1. Favorite generation Pokemon that is not Gen 1 or 2, which I have many, but I'm gonna go with Toxicroak because I like fighting and I like poison. When you have both of them? Well, fighting, poison, duh. I just said it. So yeah, I liked that one. He's strong. I personally like fighting types because if you don't have a good fighting type in the real game, you can get walled pretty good. And now that there's a whole bunch of fairies, Toxic is pretty good, or poison type's pretty good now. So anyways, that covers that. Oh, and to follow it up, what is your favorite generation 1 and 2? And he also asked, what is my favorite Pokemon that I have with low IVs that I've powered up regardless of its IV? There's a couple. Probably, this is not my #1 favorite, but this one has like 67 IVs. So there's that one that I powered up max with low IVs, and not every one of these is max, not even close. But the next lowest one that I know for sure is going to be Arcade Pet, and I think he's like 81, something like that. Followed by Trigger is in the 80s. Also, Lizardon, he's like 79 or 80 something. It's not that, you know, perfect, but I still like him. Probably the lowest that's my favorite to answer that question is Dimension. With Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, and I think his IVs are about 71 or 65. So there's that. Let's see here. Alright. Why do you move like that in gyms? Like, I'm pretty sure I mean like back and forth, because the gyms are very glitchy, and before that they were glitchy, and I've just adapted to this. And seeing that I record, you know, I kind of want the Pokemon to face me, my opponent, and sometimes they don't face me and I have to move over. So I've kind of just developed a habit of dodging twice. And it also helps, and I've answered this before, and it also helps me. If I miss the dodge, then I have another chance. You can call that, you're like, oh yeah, that's scrubby. Well, that's not good. That means you're not that great. I have this, guys. Let me break this down really fast to you. I am a fast-paced battle channel. You know, I can do a slower pace, I can do normal pace than I do. But for the most part, it's just like a medium to fast-paced battle. If I'm sitting there dodging everything, my videos are going to be long videos, more editing, and I'm sure you guys are just kind of like, would not, like, eh. So this is my style. I'm going to go with it, and I like it. Do I take out level 10s in my first tries? Yes, pretty much every time. The only time that it doesn't really happen is when I pick very low CP and I'm over-challenging myself to run through this first stage of 10 with very weak Pokemon. And I usually get to 9 anyways, and it's usually because of the glitch that I don't beat it. So, that's why I dodge like that. Okay, next question. What Pokemon do you dislike? Well, I can say this. In the Pokemon universe, as of right now, Vaporeon is because it's so common and it's just handed out like on a platter ever since the beginning. Like, here you go, everybody can have it. It's great, and I get it. It's good for everybody to have at least a decent Pokemon, but its CP is too high, and it annoys me. Blissey doesn't really annoy me that much because at least it's Gen 2, and you gotta kind of work to get up there for a maxed out one. So, with that said, Vaporeon Pokemon Go. So far, I mean, this is only 2 generations, guys. But if I had to pick all of them, to be honest, the new Aloha Pokemon, or not the Aloha forms, but in the new Sun and Moon, the new generation, I'm not too familiar yet. I have the game. I'm not too familiar with all of those Pokemon in there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those because they're getting weird. That's why. So as of now, I don't really dislike anything so much. Yeah, I can't say I hate any Pokemon, but if I had to pick one, it's probably gonna be in that new game. Don't hate me for that. They're just, come on, they're getting a little silly. I want more generations to come out. It's just some of them. A lot of them look cool. That one dog who's rock type looks like a coyote. I really like that one. Forgive me for not knowing his name. You gotta play Pokemon Go every day, or I'll fall behind. All right, I play Pokemon. Oh no, don't even. Will you be up? All right, for the last question. All right, will you be uploading PvP battles? Oh my goodness, I've already put it in my description for my channel. It says home of the Pokemon Go battle, gym battles, and soon to be PvP. So yes, I am going to be uploading many PvPs. Anybody who challenges me, except for there's like an exception of somebody in my town, like maybe like one person who just that Lucy person, they bought out max IVs, and it is not that I would be afraid to fight them. I just don't want to give them the time of day because yeah. So yeah, I will be battling every single person, any challenger, you know, line up, let's go. The only thing I'm thinking about is I hope they don't. Well, I hope they add rules, and I'm pretty sure they will, to like say, you know, not more than one of each Pokemon. Like, you can't pick all Blissey, or you can't pick all Dragonite. So, and if they do, you know, except for the exception of the all Blissey one, because that's just annoying. It's not hard. It's just time out. You know, I'll take the challenge. So hopefully they're putting rules. Yes, I'll be uploading that. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and I'll be catching you guys on my next video. Okay guys, so I was into the questions talking too much and I didn't get into my power up. So let's go ahead and go power up Falu. I think I could power him up maybe like twice. It might jump to 12, so let's see. Nope, I could power him up again. Oh boy. And it's still 10. He's got about, I'd say 3 more power up, maybe 4 or 5 more power ups. I hope he makes it to 26. That'd be just lovely. And I powered up my look it. I did it off camera. I did it a few times on camera, but then I powered it up even more off camera, and look at that. I used all my candies, so hey. Yeah, I stopped walking with Tyranitar. I put Muck on for now because I'll get to him later. That's good. Yeah, I think that was it. Just wanted to show you guys the Muck really quick. We don't need to power him up. I know there's something else I wanted to power up. Is it him? No, I don't have candies yet. yeah, I think that about does it. I'll power up Merlin just for the heck of it, because it's got the best set. He goes up so much. Yeah, now that's going to be something good to attack and drop in a gym. Not the best health, but damage-wise, it delivers for sure. So hopefully I can bring this up soon. I hatched one and I caught one, so that helped me out. Alright, so now for real, guys, take care. Oh, and one more thing. I'm uploading my theme. Somebody's kept asking me, you should upload, and this is the last question. You should do a theme, a gym battle theme of your first gen Pokemon. And yes, I've already recorded it, and now I just need to edit it. I think I want to do some voices like in the beginning, and then as I'm making my way up and beating more levels, there'll be like sounds like somebody saying he's breaking through, we can't stop him, or you know, something silly. So I'm gonna edit that up really good and see what I can do, guys. All right, enough chatting. Take care, guys. Go play some Pokemon Go. Later.